Hey guys, it's Mondays with Sam here, and this week's topic was a DIY, so I figured why not do ear stretching since I do it and I know a lot of people who also stretch their ears. So let's get started. First thing you need to know about stretching is never skip a size. That's number one. Number two, always wait at least a month before stretching again. It is very important for the health of your ears and to prevent blowout that you follow these two steps. Never skip and never stretch too early. Number three, this is the one I recommend. I always recommend stretching with a taper that is sterilized. You do not want to go into it without sterilization. You will get infection in your ears for sure. As of right now, I have mine. They're brand new, so they're guaranteed sterilized, but I like to be extra safe, and I'm having them soak in a rubbing alcohol solution. And rubbing alcohol is not necessarily very good for your ears because it is very harsh, so I do not suggest it while stretching or cleaning your ears, just to sterilize your products. I've washed my hands because a lot of bacteria hides under your fingernails. So always stretch with a taper. I feel like that's the safest way to stretch, and that is the most effective way to stretch. Never wear your tapers for a long period of time. If you can, switch right to your plugs right away. Or if they're double flared, like mine, you may have to wait a day or two before you can get them in. But do not wear the tapers as the jewelry. It has uneven weight distribution and it will cause your stretched ears to become lopsided and messed up. So I do not suggest using them for anything other than stretching. Let's get started. While stretching, I recommend to use vitamin E oil. I feel like it makes it a lot easier to stretch, and it has a mineral in it that helps heal scar tissue, so you have less of a mess basically when you're stretching your ears. So first things first, I gotta take these out. I have a mirror right here, so if you don't see me momentarily, it is because I am looking in the mirror. I will dip either end of this taper into my oil. I do not recommend stretching dry either, which means no lubrication whatsoever. And if you stretch right, it should slip right in with very little issue. If it does not, and it is very overbearingly painful, you should take them out and wait because your ears are not ready to stretch. This one is my stereotypically bad ear, so this should be interesting. Obviously go extremely slow when stretching because you don't want blowout. You don't want to tear your ear. And this ear obviously is not quite as stretchable as the other one, but they are in. It should pinch a little bit when you stretch, but it should not be overbearingly painful. If it is overbearingly painful, you are not ready to stretch, and you should leave your plugs in for another week or so and try again. So these didn't really give me much of a hard time. I'm going to leave these at that, and hopefully in the morning or within the next couple days or so, I will be able to change into the next size of my flareds. Also, one more tip, I highly recommend using steel, metal products and not acrylic or plastic products in your ears. It helps your ears heal much better, it sterilizes much better, and your ears take a lot less time to heal. So that was my video on stretching your ears. I guess that's it for me. See you guys.